Howdy. So, today I wanted to do a little bit of discussion about how I ended up where I'm at in terms of like decks. So, when Magic first starts you out, it just throws a white deck at you. It's the very top of the list. If you go in and you check out the where is it? I think it's Learn More,
Good to see
and
you
then you
again.
hit Replay Tutorial. Whoops. I don't think I wanted to do that.
Wake up.
No,
Wake
no.
up.
Not what we intended to do. How do I get out of here? I done messed up. We're just gonna restart. See if that fixes it. If not, that's some bullshit. And I'm gonna be quite upset that I did this. Lesson learned to all of you, don't push that button. So, where I was trying to go with that is initially the game starts you off with a mono white aggro-y, life gainy deck. Okay, yeah, that got us out of there.
Good
And
to see you
that's
again.
that's the first thing you do. And okay. Yeah, what was it? Master the color challenge. And then the first one is just white. So that's what I ended up doing. I was like, okay, well, white seems good. And then I entered my codes and I got a mono white deck. And then I played that for a little bit because more important than having a good deck, I mean, mono white I don't think is a bad choice starting out because it lets you play anti aggro, which is a fair majority of the best of one metagame, which you're going to end up playing a lot of when you're starting out because it's the most approachable of the formats. So it works. It worked out okay, and I used it to do a lot of data gathering. So I was I didn't pick mono white because I was like, oh, this is the best deck. I picked mono white because it was the default, and I needed to learn more before I made an investment. Before I did anything with intention, I needed to know kind of where I was going and what I was doing in order to have some intentional direction. And I think having lived a little bit and made incorrect decisions in real life, I think that's actually a good analogy for real life. Just if you don't know what to do, just do the default thing. And you'll get somewhere where you when you figure out what you want to do with intention, you can make that jump. You can do the thing with intention that you need to do and you'll be in a good spot to do it. If you just say, "Man, screw the default. I'm going to do what I want." You tend to get punked because that's not how the system's designed. Anywho, so you go and you play I played the default. I went and I played the default in game at least, not in real life. And as I played more games and more games and more games, I kind of figured out some direction, and I had explored the whatchamacallit, the draft a bit, and I had done a couple drafts, and I had some rogue cards. So rogues was a pretty cheap deck list for me to build, and it seemed at the time it seemed very teched against because Rakdos was a big deck, but I kind of anticipated that we would see more dang it, red and green, which would push Rakdos out of the meta, and then I could play my rogues deck because that would probably work. So I continued to play the life gain deck for a little bit, and then after I saw less Rakdos in the metagame, I just made the switch to rogues. And I finished building out this deck, and now they're both... I'm not going to say they're fully built, because I'm still missing a couple lands in each of them, which is kind of crucial to smoothing out how the decks play, but regardless, my initial strategy was just play the default and do some data gathering and then move forward from there. And I think that's a good strategy for life, is you play the default, you do some data gathering, and you move forward from there. If you're intelligent, you will progress at the default more quickly than your peers, especially if you're looking at things with intention, right? If you're not just kind of blindly following the rules, but if you're actually thinking about what they mean and why they're there and kind of the direction, you can figure out how to subvert some of them and which ones are bendable and which ones are breakable, and you'll be in a good position to leverage that knowledge because you'll have accumulated resources by playing the default, which is what I did here. Good analogy, I think. So anywho, that's kind of how I ended up where I'm at, and why I have the mono white deck and the rogues deck built instead of like a mono red deck. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get into some more rogues games after the break here. Playing with intention. Playing with intention. Okay, so we're back, and we're going to get right into it. Standard event. Yes. Question mark. 30-minute games, and we're at it. We're doing it to it. Bahish. Bahish. Let's see, we've got Rune Crab, Wind Robber, Heartless Act. A hand with 2 Ruin Crabs is good. Opponent goes first, sure, we'll keep. It seems viable, right? If we pull a blue source, we're in really good shape. If not, we'll have to play out a Fabled Passage. Perfect. Actually perfect. Okay, we're fighting an Innkeeper. Okay. Seems like what we're going to be fighting here is probably the, whatchamacallit. Genesis Ultimatum deck. So we're just going to go ahead and plop that down there. Maybe we should have played the swamp down, or the island down. No, we could Fabled Passage. Nah, it's just too awkward. Plays out the giant. Just plays out the giant. Interesting. I can Heartless Act that next turn. I think it's more important to get the other Ruin Crab in play here. I think. Could just slow roll him with the other island. I actually want to get the Innkeeper more than I want to get the Bone Crusher Giant dead here. Yeah, okay. Alright, fine. He needs a good answer for this, or he's just dead in like 3 turns. Deal 4. And then nothing. Okay, Lobstruck Beast, I'm fine with this. And that's it. Holds up 2 mana for a stomp, looks like. Okay. Ooh, I can take stuff if I play the Fable Passage and pull another island. Yeah, that's super good. That is super good. I have no direct counter spells for that. Go ahead and just pull my other island here now in response, so that I get the double trigger here. Got 28 cards left in his deck. Sure, I'll let him resolve it. We're gonna have to get rid of that Innkeeper. I think it's actually super important that I kill that Innkeeper here. I'm too scared that he's gonna play something and start drawing cards with it. That was pretty quick. Take 4. Anicog, Bloodstruck Beast. Let's see what we pull. End of the story, perfect. When Robert don't need it. Now, we still don't quite have the option of playing Domination. And this is actually way more awkward than I thought it was going to be. End of the story more or less gives him free reign on what to do. But I have to cast it, because I need more land. That's pretty good. Maybe we play this out for another Black Source. I'm okay with that. Yeah, this is fine. Lets us hold up the Enforcer. If he decides to attack in with anything here, he still doesn't have enough for an Ember Cleave. He's not quite there for Genesis Ultimatum. Acceptable. Another 4 here. Okay. Down to 8. Another Ruin Crab. Let's see, what are we looking at here? 21. We can get him for 3. 6. 11. Not quite there yet. I think this is fine. This seems like enough. Maybe we should have held that up for end of the story there. I think there's just enough in terms of blockers here now. And maybe we could have held more back there. But at 8 life, I'm feeling kind of pressured. Opponent randomly explodes, so yeah. Well, I was going to kill him next turn with Mill. I think he figured that out because he didn't have any way to remove the crabs. Brave. We got a Wind Robber, Blood Chief's Thirst, a Call. Oh. Yeah, this is more keepable. Still not an ideal hand going first. More rogues. Interesting. Get him with an Anicog here. He's got a passage. Means he's probably got no follow-up. Ooh, you hate to see it. Thought Thief Mill. Oh, we can lock Flame. So we need to be able to mill him here. Actually, we're not doing anything if we lock Flame, so might as well try him, actually. Not happy about that. So I think we just counter it. He can't pay 2. Because he has not played a land. And we get milled by 1 by the Wind Robber again. All good. Does he have crab number 2? He does not. Looks like he might have a Thought Thief. Hence the black pull there. So we should probably hold up a counter for it. Since Thought Thief is the best card in the matchup. Although I guess if he plays another Swamp, he can drown the lock. Eliminate? Yeah, I'm okay with that. Oof. Play his mana last. I tap a land. Great. Okay, well, we can scry for 2 if he doesn't do anything worth countering this turn. Which I suppose there's a chance he doesn't. Triumph. What's he considering here? Anything? Don't want the Windrobber. Might want the Act. But honestly, probably not. No, don't want the Heartless Act either. Okay, take the draw. Awakening. That does absolutely nothing. Oh wait, no. We Awakening for 2. We can pull Thought Thief and we can pull a Ruin Crab and a Thought Thief. That's pretty awesome, actually. Maybe we do that. Gets kind of blown out if he has a counter spell, which he's favored to. But what else are we doing, really? Tap out for it. I am absolutely positive this gets counterspelled. Does it matter what we play here? Nope, not really. Those are going to turn on. I'm going to take 4 from this. I just cast and Into the Story. Wonder if that's correct. I think that's actually correct here. So he's got no counter spells. Just got that. Well, let's see if it's enough. That might be enough. That's a whole hell of a lot of damage. And a whole hell of a lot of mill. I think he's just too far ahead. Ooh, the Awakenings. That's brutal. Well. Enforcer, Windrobber. Drown in the Lock, one of those. We're at 3. So we're just dead, right? Even if we, like, say... Drown in the Lock here. Supposing he doesn't have a counter spell, which I'm pretty sure he doesn't. Play down an Enforcer. Play down a Wind Robber. I can cling to dust my own graveyard. Remove like another Wind Robber. Anycock, blah 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 blah. Swamp, Awakening, Island, there we go. I don't even know if that keeps me in this. Does it? Yeah, it technically keeps me in it. Well, maybe. Can't really turn his stuff off yet, but we might get there. Oh, well, probably not. Block 4. Get hit for 8. Nope! Too far behind. We lost that one and the mulligan. But occasionally I'll have that. Chore Winston. Well, this is an awkward hand. But not a bad hand. Rule. Oh, he doesn't have Stomp. Well, if he does have Stomp, he's not stomping my Enforcer, which means I get to mill him for at least nothing, because that's a tap land. Damn it. Wish this were an actual island now. Oh, he makes that trade. Interesting. I'm for that. It's net positive on my side. Yeah, whatever. Sure. Okay, we can lock Swing here, comes out tapped, lovely, and then drowned that Lovestruck Beast. Because we're drowning that. 100%. There's no way I'm looking at a Great Henge. Oh, we got to drown for that too. My mana base is really not cooperating with me. I feel so betrayed. Mammoth, sure. Son of a bitch, man. That is really a card that I was hoping not to see. That's probably game. Especially if the last card in his hand is a creature. That's game. Far behind to do anything about it. Okie dokie. That's 2 losses in a row. Rough life, man. Rough life. Stick, that's me too. Alright, stick, that's me too. Let's see what you got here. This is a keep. This is a very keepable hand. Dorian deck. Oh, my game's going to crash. Well, that's my run today. Cool. Quite engaged. Cool. Okay, you really need to show that splash screen. Okay, thank you. Yeah, second blue is probably more important. And I'm only floating a single blue, so why not play the Wind Driver? Doom Foretold. Probably going to want to counter for that. I guess to be about that time. So on 4. Basri. Inscription of Ruin. What the hell is this deck? Okie dokie. Prime. 1 bottom. Okay. Get on him for not keeping that on top, I suppose. Reveals a number of cards from their hand equal to the number. He's making me discard something. Oh, that's gonna go 1 for 1 no matter what, I suppose. Doom Foretold number 2. Sick. Second Blood Chief's Thirst. Not what I need to see. I really need another land. So much so, in fact, that I'm willing to sack the Wind Robber. Pull one. It is also not another land. But it is a way for me to roll for one. There's another land. That's what we were looking for. We want to make him at least question the Doom Foretold here. Well, maybe just playing Lurrus was correct there. Scry 1. Okay. See, now I'm not threatening the Scry with the... No, it doesn't matter, he bottomed anyway. Although we can get him if he tops at the wrong time with the Scry. Especially because we're about to end the story here. Skyclave Apparition. Okay. That's fine, whatever. Can't get that Rune Crab back, so that kind of sucks, but... I want to kill that and beat him over the head with a 1-1. Not really. I don't care about that. That 2-2 does not matter to me. Especially when I pull another Rune Crab. Nah. I think the correct decision here is to end the story. Right? I guess we could Blood Chief's Thirst that, and then pull the Lurrus. But then he knows that we're not floating anything. We basically need a land here. I'm willing to end the story for another land. Cool. We got it. Pop. Oh, don't you hate it? Don't you hate it when that happens? That was so worth it. So worth it. Let's run Dance with the Mats. Doesn't look like it. This looks like a typical Yorion deck. If he activates the Yorion, we need to remove the apparition. Discard 2? Dang, that's mean. Opponent probably hates to see that. Play down an Awakening here. Yeah. And activate the Lurrus. Activate the Lurrus. Threaten Lurrus. Combat. Make him take 3. Cool. He's pretty far away from being able to Yorion here. You can activate this turn too, but whatever. Ugh. What am I going to reveal to him? Probably an Awakening. That's an interesting tech card in this deck. That's also super annoying. I wonder if he's going to go for the Ruins Crab or the Enforcer here. Nope. Another Heartless Act, an Awakening. I got the Wind Robber to pull, but that lets me draw. One for a couple. And I can float the mana to Heartless Act my own Lurrus, so it dies, which I think is technically correct. And then I've got the Awakening if he does kill it. I think I can whiff that, right? Shouldn't be able to... Yeah, so that whiffs that. I can block with a Wind Robber and draw a card. Just draw a card and pull it back out with the Awakening. There's no other 1 costs in there, right? Yeah. Nice. Domination doesn't do much against Yorion. Think Awakening for 3 here is correct. Think. I don't know that it's correct to try and rule for a land off that. Might be, but probably not. I think he just takes the 3, right? Nope. Lets me mill him for 2 and remove the apparition. Alright, because I can't replay the Enforcer this turn because I'm tapped out. Okay. I was going to be tapped out anyway, so that seems correct. Casket here probably goes on the Lurrus. Yes, I have no way to interact with that, so Lurrus is gone forever. Buys his Yorion. Got the Anicog. That's not bad. I think if we play out the Thought Thief, we can still Anicog, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. So we Anicog the Yorion next turn. Play out the Thought Thief here, get in for 2. Yes. Hopefully that's a creature. No. No, there's nothing that's good for me here. Can I cling that? Even if I could cling that, would I want to? It's going to remove our Thought Thief. I'm gonna steal his Yorion though, right? I don't want to Anicog it because I want to steal it. So yeah, it might be correct to find this apparition. Well, we whiffed basically the entirety of that Elpsith. And okay. Flashes the Acquisitions Expert. Alright. They go ahead and take the Anicog. Actually, do we have the mana for that? How much do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, we actually don't have the mana for that. Whoops! That was a slight miscalculation. Take the draw. Do I draw again? Yes, I think I do. Pay 1 for a draw. I will do that. And this is a weird variant of this deck. I think the correct line is to play out the Enforcer and the Windrobber. So I have a draw that can whip him, or a card that can whip his Orient, effectively. Yeah, that seems correct. That seems mildly aggressive. Draw 3. At 27 now. I don't like that. Third Acquisitions Expert just gets to discard my Domination. Should have swung with Yorian. Now we get the Turbo Mill. I have 2. Clear both Acquisitions Experts. Okay with that. If he just wants to take 5, I'm okay with that too. Starting to get more aggressive here. Double blocks, I'm okay with that. I guess we don't really need the other Cling to Dust, do we?
Retreat and regroup.
Oh, the Thirst is a bit too slow. Damn. Thought we get him to 10. It's still too slow. Go and clear the Orient next turn. I would really like to know what my deck tracker is, because I would really like to know what cards I'm rocking right now. Everything keeps crashing. Mostly, I want to know how many Into the Stories are left in my deck. I think all 4 of them still in the bottom half of my deck. Unlucky. A bit late to be finding that one. That very much sucks. Man, the lands are killing me. I will wait till the end of his turn and see if he plays anything worth playing. Non-creature spells you cast cost 2 more. Okay. I will just drown and unlock whatever he plays. If it's good, I guess. Essentially just remove his Yorian. Well, I'm actually quite glad that I removed that. Oh, this is quite bad news for me. Getting all of those back and drawing a card. Dude, stop with the lands. Such a brutal stalemate. Half my deck left, and the only thing I can do is top lands and take damage from drawing extra cards. If I can remove that Yorian, I stand a really good shot at winning this. Can't have that much land left in my freaking deck. Okay, alright. Maybe we get there. Well, there's my end of the story. Sweet. Don't have mana to Anikog and into the story. But I'm not sure that it matters. Brings back Liliana. I can cling that, right? Yeah. Which I'm going to do. Island. Thirst. Triome. Ground Lock. Paper Passage.
I was bored anyway.
Holy call. Sick. That's actually huge. Yeah, that's actually huge. I think I just win. Right? Yeah, that's lethal. We'll So he's got another discard effect for me. That's not 3 mana. He's out. Oh, man. Milling out those 80 card piles is a lot more work. That was an earned victory. And I have to pee, and I'm not going to play a game having to pee. I've learned my lesson. That was a huge mistake the last time I did it. Huge error. So, that game felt quite floundering. Felt like my deck was actively fighting me. All 4 of my End of the Stories were on the bottom, like, 25 cards of my deck. So, that was really only a game I won because my opponent was playing a deck that I automatically beat. And even then, I almost didn't win. But, you'll have that. Jumelvatsu. Jumelvatsu. Okay. We got plenty of things that we can play here. Yeah, this is a very keepable hand. One goes first. We have a good hand for going first. We have an average hand for going second, I think. Going second against either green or Gruul. I hope it's Gruul over green. Looks like green. Nope, it's Gruul. On the bright side, we've got a crab in play, and we've got 2 fabled passages. So it should be somewhat awkward for him to deal with. Armada. Interesting. Probably gonna want to thirst that. Can't thirst that. Okay, well, he's tapped out. So it doesn't matter, he can just play it on his end step. So I really want to get that. Maybe I'll be able to get that. I don't know. First strike makes it difficult to deal with. Means I have to use a removal spell on it. Yeah, that's just like an awkward card. Opponent figuring out whether or not he wants to do anything. Now it's just my turn randomly. Okay. Can Anikog him next turn? Swing with the Enforcer here. See if he's willing to trade. Oh, just get in for some free damage. Alright. And it's gonna be my go. For my next 2 draws. Thirst, I don't want. Anikog, I'm okay with. I don't know if Fabled Passage works the way I think it works here. And I want to activate them both, but I don't know if... Okay, yeah, it does work that way. And we can continue to 1-for-1 here by getting him with the Anikog. Opponent does anything at all. Undo Mammoth. I really don't want to get run over by that, but we can trade it with the Enforcer. And I would much rather just have 4 more cards. stomp. Okay, that's fine. Got double drown in the lock. All the Death Dweller, Fabled Passage. With a Runes Crab on board. That's pretty good. Blood Chief's Thirst is just such a dead card. Yeah, this seems fine. Opponent down to 27. Get rid of the Vivian. Probably don't want the Vantress. Probably don't want the Awakening. Maybe we want the Vantress. Yeah, I've got a land for next turn though. Got a pretty stacked hand. Nah, we want some creatures. Nah, we want some lands. Scry lands are probably fine. Maybe we should be more aggressively looking for another Ruins Crab. I'm not sure. Is that worth losing to a Rimrock Knight? I don't think it is. Yeah, it's fine. Actually, we got the Death Dweller there. Two creature cards with converted mana total 3 or less. Yeah, I'm okay with that. We can whiff his Rada. Draw a card. Have a counter spell. Honestly, I don't think Thirst is going to find much of a better home, so... That's good for this turn. Yeah, I'm good with this. Don't like the Questy Bee. Pulls a mana, plays a Bone Crusher Giant. Alright, that's fine. Another land. Sweet, 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 sweet. End of the story. I think we do that on his turn. We just want to call. Pull out an Enforcer and a Wind Robber. Oh. That seems good enough. Death Touch, sure. Menace, sure. 1 for 4. Get out some black mana. That's probably good enough. Rather trade the Wind Robber, right? One for ones there. I don't know. Hard to say. Could trade both. Get them both back with Lurrus. It's probably not bad either. Although we are low enough that if he Ember Cleaves, we're in a rough spot. Only 3 of them in his graveyard. He could have one in his hand. Smashes our stuff. Okay. Swings with both. I'll make the trade. Almost forgot to draw there. That would have been a bit of a blunder. Okay. Want to remove his stuff and not die. Or we can Awakening for... Nah, Awakening's not quite good enough here. We've only got the 2. But I do want to get that Rot off the board. So that's for sure happening. I can't really Ruins Crab here. Just short on islands. Can cling for a draw or for some life. That's okay. Probably Love Struck Beast as well. Alright. Doesn't matter what we remove here. Nope, not really. Another Awakening. Vantress. Can we actually mill him out here? We can get 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2. Oh, I could have pulled 3 more there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Yeah, we can get him. He's dead. Whew. Oh, no, we can't. Because that doesn't pull the same way. Play the Lurrus. Then we have to play out the other Wind Robber. Okay, that's awkward. 6. I can get him to 5, 4. Yeah. Well, we're not used to playing like that. Whoops. Wonder if he's got another Shatter Skull there. He's looking at like an Ember Cleave. Love Struck Beast. Certainly. Certainly. There we go. Alright, now we can awaken for 3. Get back a Runes Crab and a Lurrus. We can play out the Enforcer. Play out the Fabled Passage. And now we got him. Okay. Woo! Winning a lot more games through mill. A lot more games through mill. And every game seems just a little bit more intense today. Also, I need to remember that Awakening is 1, 2, 3, and Death Dweller is just a total of 3, maximum of 2. Let's see, we can Wind Robber, Thirst, sure. That's probably good enough. Goes to 6. Plays a red card. Probably got a stomp for that. Another red card. Oh. He is one of those decks. Okay. Alright. Well, that Pyreling could be a hell of a swing. Got an Ember Cleave, nice. Don't want to fight the red deck. Fireblade Charger. And 2 for 1 from here if I let it. And Robber the Rich. No blocks. Alright, to properly get him here, I'm probably going to need to Heartless Act that Robber the Rich, which means I'm going to be Doing nothing with my mana? So I can play out a tap land. And the tap land of choice is probably Fabled Passage. See if we can get him to make a misplay here. Not that easily. Really? Doesn't matter what I pull out of here. We got an island and a swamp. Seven. I don't actually want to Bloodchief's Thirst here because it gives him a target to hit with the charger. So we can either activate the Lurrus or end the story at the end of his turn. I think end of the story is a better play here since there's no reason to activate the Lurrus. Fear of the Bitten, Shock, Piling. Yeah, it looks like this is 100% Hella Good Games standard event farming deck. Another charger. That's fine. Anything else? Should be something else here, right? Yeah, we're in a really good spot here. So, the proper play is probably to attack and then remove those. So we can get out an Enforcer. Yes, I think so. The extra 2 mill. We got the Cling if we accidentally mill a Phoenix. No Phoenix, just 2 lands. Okay. So, probably gonna Bloodchief's Thirst then. He doesn't go face with that. I think it's a mistake. Okay. Alright. And then I saved the Drown the Lock for something else. Yes. Just play out an island, or do I play this out and take 3? Well, I certainly don't want to take 3. Alright, alright, alright. We'll call that good. Playing fire. 4 damage face. Just tapping out for that. That only puts us at 12. It's fine. Just the charger. Kill it, but I want to have something to Lurrus, so that's fine. He's not giving me any Lurrus targets. Emberth it. Ooh, we can Ember Cleave it. It's gonna do a lot. But we can just drown it next turn. Not terribly concerned about it. Deals 2. That's fine. Yeah, we can even Heartless Act it here if we want. And that leaves us open to activate the Lurrus. Sure. I'll go space with it probably. Okay. Activate the Lurrus this turn, because we can probably deal with whatever he plays next turn. Unless we mill a Phoenix here, in which case we have to Cling to Dust it now. Well. Alright, well, I guess that's how that's gonna go. Hireling, sure. We can just drown that. And we probably want to Lurrus. We could just start drawing a bunch of cards. It's probably okay too. We need to be digging. We don't want to accidentally give him a Phoenix here. I don't know how many that deck runs. I think we got by the auto tapper there. Okay, there we go. Should be firmly in the lead. Should be. I'm okay with those. Far from ideal. I need a way out of that. Like right now. Whew. That was terrifying. Sure. Part of me thinks I should be into the storying here, just so I can have some removal, potentially. Ugh. Gross. But I can probably dominate whatever he plays. Yeah, I'm stealing that. We'll just avoid taking 2 here. That looks much better. Okay. Now from here, how do I get out? Lockthwain's got to come down. Butted pretty hard on black, but we still have a cling. Don't think he's got any 4 damage charge in there, so we should be good. Whew! Rough game. But we got there. Look at that pile of golden XP. And a pack. More XP in a pack. Nice. Out of the salt mines on this one. Heck yeah. Fenririan. Looks like it's going to be a hand that fights me, but I think it might be good enough. Unless this is another red deck, in which case, screw me. Wonder if he's rocking a shock. Oh. Does not appear so. I am, however, on 2 black. Wonder if he's running like the big red deck. Why? Oh, he's just planning on Rimrock Knight in this turn. Sure. This is probably mono red then. Well, blue source, yes please. My turn. Oh, look at that ruined crab. That's hot. Get him. Oof. I need to get rid of that somehow. And how do I actually get rid of that, though? I have to get it with... Gonna have to get it with a Cling to Dust after I kill it at some point, which I don't think he's gonna really be keen for me doing. Well, if he's got anything worth drowning the locking, we do it. If not, we end the story. That's really bad for us. Are we going into the story here? think it depends on what his attacks are. I'd rather have those up as 2/2s. Still swinging next turn. But his key cards are Embercleave, Dugan. I mean, that Phoenix is a key card in this matchup, but I don't think we worry too much about it. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. Play down another Enforcer and a Wind Robber. And then we don't have the mana to do more than one thing here, so we just play down the Triumph. We're gonna have to call that good. I need to be drawn for Cling. Fervent Champion. Sure. Annex. No. I cannot let that on the board. I guess if he gets me for one, he gets me for one. Sure. Ooh, Death Dweller. Nice. Yeah. Enforcer plus Wind Robber. Death Touch, sure. Menace, sure. Mill 4. Okay, alright. And then I still can't threaten anything, but I might as well play down a Swamp here. 6. I know he's got a Rimrock Knight in hand. So, yeah. Just swings with again, same blocks. See if he's got something else to play here, or if he's just gonna Embereth. Okay. I'm willing to Heartless Act that. Take no damage, draw Drown in the Lock, draw Blood Chief's Thirst. Pathway. I think we can activate the Lurrus here. Sure. And then we can float double Drown in the Lock. We could just play the Lurrus and pull another Wind Robber. That's not bad either. It gets us closer to those. Or do we want to float double Drown in the Lock? I'm gonna start getting in with those Phoenix if we don't do this, so I'm all for this. This digs. This gets us closer to closer to those cling to dust. Was Thieves Guild Enforcer going to do anything next turn? Probably not. Doesn't do anything attacking? Also probably not. Gonna have to remove that. Rimrock Knights, whatever. You can just remove that. Interesting. Opts to not attack. I think I take the draw here anyway. Maybe not yet. Let's see what we pull. And into the story. Well, first things first. That's gonna happen. And yeah, I have mana to end the story here. So I guess I'd do it. If I play the Lochthwain, I can play a Thought Thief. Or I can play another Ruin Crab. This just leaves me a lot more options open in terms of what I want to do next turn. Yeah, we can get him with the Thought Thieves this turn. Hopefully he doesn't turn everything sideways. Problematic. I need to hold... Do I need to hold for a potential... I'm expecting a bump with Castle Embreth. But with that many things, he could also have Embercleave. I think I'd just play around the Embreth because it's on board. Only bump once, right? Yeah. This is fine. Okay, we did not play around the Embercleave. Where's that going? On a Rimrock Knight? Okay. That goes to 8. We take a bunch of damage. Then we can thirst it next turn. That's still alive. Okay, well, this is for sure happening. That sucks. This is for sure happening. This is for sure happening. getting got by that. Sure. And then I am desperately digging. Desperately digging. But I can't desperately dig. Alright, that's good. Good enough. Could have got in with Lurrus there if I Heartless Act that Phoenix. Regardless, whatever this is, I'm probably going to have to counterspell it. I can't counterspell it twice, so I just need to remove whatever he puts the Embercleave on. Now do I Heartless Act that? No, I have to counter it. I'm still desperately trying to dig for my Cling to Dust. Both of them, bottom 33. He just leaves. Alright, cool. I guess he was done with whatever he was doing. Sick. Sick. We made 5. We're happy campers! Because we're on 5. A lot of red deck today. And then there was that weird Teamer deck. Yeah, I don't know, man. Got the Triome, which enables us to play a bunch of cool stuff. Sure, this seems like a pretty good hand, actually. Turn 1 Triome. Not ideal for what you want to see turn 2. Whoops. But hey, you know, sometimes that's what you gotta see. And we can get rid of the Impkeeper next turn. NBD. Okay, well, that's a bit of a tall ask. To get rid of 2 of them. Gotta get rid of that. Sacks the Fatal Passage in response? No. Floating. Mount. Fire Prophecy. He's got the tech. Cycles. He gets nothing out of the Innkeeper here. Flooding hard. But we've still got into the story and we've got a Drown in the lock. So maybe we get away with this crazy crap. Booze. I think that is actually important enough to counter there. Okay, well. Looks like we're playing the draw game plan. See, if he kills this, we activate the Lurrus. He didn't kill it. We need more islands in play. Flooding hard. Well, we'd love to counter that. He knows we do not have a counter. We have like a million ways to get Lurrus back if we play Lurrus, so maybe we just play Lurrus. Lurrus Rune Crab. Is it actually correct to Rune Crab here? Or should we Thieves Guild Enforcer? I think we should Thieves Guild Enforcer. Now we can like block and do some other shenanigans. We can just start drawing cards for that too. And the firstborn. Oh, that's so scummy. Wow. I got. Plays the ooze. And then starts sacking my stuff. Okay, wow. That's not a card that you expect to see in this format. Why wouldn't you remove my Wind Robber too? You should remove my Wind Robber too. I need to start drawing, because I need to remove that card. He does realize I get it back, right? I don't think he realized I got it back. Okay, I need to draw. So, appropriate thing to play is the Wind Robber, probably, or the Enforcer. Well, the Enforcer shuts him off of being able to swing with it. Right? I'm not worried about playing the Enforcer right now, then. Because that doesn't make my hand size any smaller. Vantress does. Okay, now I just need to draw. Wind Robber is not what I was looking to see here. Crap. Wonder if he's got just an Embercleave for it. Yes, he does. I get a counter spell or a removal. Heartless Act doesn't count, because it's got a +1/+1 counter on it. Damn. That sucks. I'm just removing more of my stuff. Deals another 3. And, well, that was going to happen regardless. Oh, that was actually really clever. Good sequencing. Alright, now we've got a Cling to Dust. We didn't need a Cling to Dust, we just need removal. Just need removal. He's got to have something in here. There we go. Something like that. That's good. Another land. Alright, well. I guess Windrobber cycle it is. And another call. All the Windrobber back. Back it again. We need to be able to deal with that. Thought Thief is not quite good enough here. Taking 8 a turn. Going for 3. I mean, we can just keep bringing stuff back, but honestly, he's just going to remove everything with that stupid ooze. Swings for 10. Whatever. On 17. No point in blocking up, because he's just going to eat it. Oh, that's just lethal. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, not being able to deal with that ooze really sucked. The Awakenings were rough draws, but those just would have been lands if they weren't Awakenings. Anywho, we did good today. We got 100 gold over our bet, and we got a rare. Feasting Troll King. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, and a Soul Guide Lantern. That card goes in some artifact decks. And a Mystical Dispute, which goes in our sideboard. And a pack. And gold from our daily quest. And a bunch of stuff, so we're pretty happy. Enigmatic Channeler. Interesting card. Mastery Orb. We are almost done Swamp. Inscription of Ruin. Nice. Last one is Awakening, which we will eventually get a thing for. There's some good stuff. Cool stuff. Yep. How many more do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1 plus Okay, so you get enough to max it out if you cap out. Which I believe I'm gonna do. Alright, so that covers it for today. We've covered picking the default and iteration. So, hope you all have enjoyed my iteration. Actually, let's end with some iteration. I was having some trouble with those calls. The recursion just didn't seem to be enough to get there. Like those, I think would actually be better off being like a Blood Chief's Thirst and an Anti-Cog. Or a Domination. I have trouble getting those off. Yeah. I'm much happier with that build. Heartless Axe, I'm also not very impressed with. I mean, they're good, but they're, like, rough. Especially when you're running into stuff like, Ooze. So what do we got for... Destroy target creature. Eliminate. Converted mana cost 3 or less. That would get rid of the... Ragamaulings. I don't want to get too carried away here. Destroy target creature. Raga Blood Pit. Just get rid of the Heartless Axe. For 4 mana murder. That's not that good. Eliminate, I can see though. One more Heartless Axe. Sideboard, cut 1, throw in 2 eliminates. Anti-Cog, yeah. We got the Thirst we can kick up to get rid of stuff that's bigger than 3. Although the eliminates are... I don't know, they hit like Love Struck Beast. It's hard to say. Hard to squeeze a kicked Blood Chief's Thirst in too. Domination might just be too cute. Although I don't know, it just wins games when we play it, so maybe we don't cut it. Eliminate's good, it works in this meta. Creature or enchantment. Okay. Yeah, I'm not so worried about enchantments. If that was an artifact, though, that'd be nice. But it's not. Yeah, I like the triomes. Dudes. Three Heartless Axe, and then like a one of. Of one mind. Now, I don't know if that's good or not. I do not know. But I do know that the Awakenings feel like more than enough recursion in this deck. The death calls don't feel necessary. I mean, they're good, but they don't feel particularly necessary when you have Awakening. Although Awakening's like a million times more expensive. See, what doesn't this hit? I don't know. We'll get in some games with it and see how we feel about it. But that will be a story for another time. We're going to call this done. Done for the day. We've iterated. We've played the default. We have done all of our quests and all the stuff and all the things. And we're almost at 20k gold. So, yeah. You folks have a lovely day. Catch you later. Adios.